back like we never left. What is good, everybody? If you are new to the channel, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Weav, and here on my channel, we coach you through 3 crucial aspects of your life. First, on your personal growth and development. Second, we consistently encourage your professional advancement as you continue to grow in your careers in business and entrepreneurship. Third, we always help you to build, maintain, and nurture long, lasting, and more meaningful relationships. Today, we unpack trust issues in a relationship, and if it's worth the time investment to repair that trust and continue on in that relationship. Now, you know how I am. I don't like to waste time, and I'm ready to get into it, so let's do that right now. You know, trust is kind of like a piece of paper. Once it's crumpled up, it can never be perfect again. It can be hard to trust your partner when you have a form of fear and anxiety based on your previous experiences and relationships. So sometimes going into a new relationship, you're just a little bit timid in giving all of that trust out, right? If you've been lied to or cheated on, if you've been in love with a narcissist who might have manipulated you in the past, if you had an unhealthy and toxic relationship in the past, then trusting someone new, it's extremely difficult. It's also difficult, on the other hand, being in a relationship with a partner for years or months, and they break that trust by doing those same exact things, because now you can't even recognize who they are. This person you love and cherish having in your life might have been lying about cheating, and lying about cheating as well. And what makes matters worse with this situation is you may live together or have kids together. In both of these scenarios, whether the love is new or it's years old, you feel betrayed, and there isn't really a way to express your sense of anger and frustration about that feeling of you being deceived. So you got questions that need to be answered, and more so questions for yourself rather than your partner. So if this is a new love and you're having hesitation on trusting this person fully, you have to ask yourself, are you actually ready to receive new love right now? Are you ready to blindly trust in this person and have no regrets about it ever? Are you allowing your past issues with a previous partner control and affect your new opportunity for love? And on the flip side, if you are someone who is already in a steady relationship, engaged, or in a marriage, and the trust becomes broken, are you in a mental space where you want things to work for a different set of reasons that aren't related to you sharing kids, sharing expenses, or a comfortable sense that you have that your living situation is really good? Because trust takes years to build and only seconds to break, right? And once you lose trust in someone for betraying you, lying to you, keeping secrets that they are in fact knew would be damaging to your life and relationship together, trust me, that feeling will never leave the back of your mind. See, I believe sometimes we get thrown into relationship situations and we all too often choose the easy way out without truly understanding the future ramifications that this decision might have on your life. Wait, hold up, Weav. What do you mean? I mean, if you are in a relationship where the trust was broken and you truly love the person, you usually forgive them, right? But what you don't think about is the fact that 99.9% of those cases where someone was betrayed of trust, they never truly trust in that person the exact same way again. You can justify it however you want. You can be in denial about it. You can rationalize the decision to stay. But now, since you are still there, you're always looking over your shoulder. You're always expecting it to happen again. You always want to know where your partner is and what they're doing right now. You always want a level of comfort that you will never truly feel again, no matter how long that relationship goes on afterwards. Okay, so now what? Like, what should you do? Because your attachment is still there, right? You still love and care about them. You want to figure things out and make things work. And maybe it was a mistake on their behalf. Maybe it was a deed that was only a one-time thing and it was a lapse of judgment in the moment. But right now is your time. Your time to what? Your time to be a little bit selfish, to take time for you to think things through, for you to understand that you will always be the one who's going to have to carry this load of responsibility. Know why? Because you're constantly going to feel a bit uneasy about the whereabouts of your partner. And regardless of how much they reassure you, no matter how much they can give you proof, no matter how much you think you can handle it, there will be at least a small level of resentment. And in some cases, people will bring it up to their spouse or lover during an argument. So question for you. Can you let it go? Can you forgive them and never speak on it again? And if you're in a new relationship, the same applies. Can you let go of the thoughts of the broken trust of your past? Can you live with sometimes the embarrassment you may feel on behalf of your partner lying to you? Because if you can't, after you have processed it and you get that feeling of I can't believe this shit out of the way, can you leave it where it was? Because you don't want to stay and be the person who throws it in your partner's face every single time they do something wrong because you forgave them. Because guess what? Now you have a toxic relationship you're building where you are never going to let them live that moment down. And if you can't get over that moment, then the best choice is for you to either stay or become single until you can fully get past those lingering feelings of not feeling you can wholeheartedly trust again. Don't always think that you can't walk away from the things you are used to or new things that may feel like an intoxicating feeling in the moment because of your feelings. We sometimes have to separate our impulses from how we mentally process whether something is healthy and helpful for us and our personal growth. But guess what? Only you can make that decision, and only you can live for the emotional baggage of not trusting someone will bring into your life. And if you can't, just remember, you can always leave that luggage on the conveyor belt for somebody else to claim the same baggage at the airport. Choice is yours. Choose wisely. As always, thank you to every single one of you for tuning in and checking out this video today. And if no one has told you this already today, I appreciate you. If you are new to the channel, become official to the squad by hitting that subscribe button and that bell notification down bottom and become an official part of the team. I'll be back soon with another new video, but in the meantime, have an amazing day. Stay strong and stay inspired. And as always, until I see you guys next time, peace.